So last summer, my friends and I decided to finally do the cross-state road trip we'd been talking about since college, and as anyone who's ever driven through rural America knows, there is an unwritten law that you must stop at every roadside attraction advertised by a hand-painted sign. About 2 hours in, we started seeing these signs for the world's largest chair, 15 miles ahead. They were everywhere. There was a sign every mile, each with increasingly excited fonts, as if the closer you got, the more your life was about to change. Eventually, the FOMO was too strong, and we unanimously agreed to take the detour. The directions led us off the main highway and onto a winding gravel road that looked like it hadn't seen another car since Eisenhower was president. We kept expecting to find a massive lazy boy towering over the horizon, maybe with its own zip code, but instead, we arrived at what looked like a regular suburban front yard. There, sitting alone in the middle of an otherwise empty patch of grass, was a completely average wooden chair, like the kind you'd find in a dentist's waiting room, only with a big, hand-painted sign next to it that read, "In our hearts, it's the world's biggest chair." At first, we thought maybe the real chair was behind the house, or perhaps this was some sort of decoy, but after a few minutes of looking around and attracting the attention of a suspiciously watchful golden retriever, we realized this was it. The chair wasn't even particularly sturdy, though we did test it, because, you know, when life hands you a chair, you sit. We all ended up collapsing into laughter on the lawn, trying to process how we'd just driven 30 minutes out of our way to see a chair that could barely seat one person, let alone claim any sort of world record. But the best part was when my friend Dave, through tears of laughter, said, "Guys, at least they left us a place to sit while we come to terms with our disappointment." And that's how we ended up sitting together on the world's largest chair, realizing that, much like this chair, our expectations for adulthood were a lot smaller than advertised, but at least the sign was honest. In our hearts, it was the biggest letdown of the trip.